And that's so important, that mindset. You see it a lot, especially in the HMOs as well. If the landlord is not taking care of the property and not on top of it all the time, then the tenant starts to think, well, if the landlord doesn't care, why should I?
Yeah. And this is why I think even the language that is used in property is wrong, because people say I'm investing in property. That kind of suggests that it's like I'm investing in gold or I'm investing in crypto. You're not investing in property. You're putting money into a business. Every property is a business. You have living and breathing customers. If you think of it as investing, then you will be of that mindset. Oh, the roof has got a bit of a leak. Oh, I'll leave it. And I haven't got the money. You won't leave
Investing
yourself.
implies more passive, that you just put money in and it's just going to give you some money back.
Yeah, that's not going to work.
These are businesses, they're hands-on
Yeah, it
businesses.
shouldn't be even the language that's used. The word landlord, what's that mean? That's a term that comes from, the 1700s when people were buying plots of land and had tenants on a farm.
Yes.
And it was like you were living in the dark ages. We're not living in that period anymore. I even think the language needs to, the language is wrong. You're an entrepreneur.
Yes.
You're a businessman. You have a customer. You're creating a consumer product.
Yeah. The product just happens to be bricks and mortar.
Yeah, it's a product, and that's why I've gone into it with a business mindset, not an investor mindset. And going into this with a business mindset, I've gone, okay, if I want to maximize my money and create a great business, what do great businesses do? How do they create great profit? And then they've gone, well, actually, this well-designed product seems to make more profit. So therefore, I've got to up my game on my design. And then I've gone, well, what is good design? And then I've had to research that. And then I've gone, okay, if I want to make, now I've got a lot of competition. What do businesses that make a profit in a competitive market do? They differentiate. They know their customers. They know their competition. If you're an investor, it's not the same mindset. So I would say that, and I'm kind of going off on a tangent, but I would say that even the language is wrong. Forget the language, forget what the herd is saying. You are going into business. If you're doing a refurb, it's a very complex job. You've got to be good with people. You could lose an absolute fortune if you don't understand what you're doing. And if it's rent to rent, like I'm saying, it's even more crucial. If you're trying to raise money, well, this is the other thing, okay? This is what the point again about raising finance, okay? If you are raising finance from a private individual, you're paying way more for that borrowing than if you were to go to the bank. So, the deal has to work even better, and there's an even tighter profit margin. So if you get your sums wrong, it's not going to work. And you've got people that have never done this before, going into a training course, learning about the strategy and not understanding that they've got a refurb to do. They're going to be dealing with contractors.
It's surface level knowledge.
It is all surface level, but it is down to you. It's not the educator's it's not the educator's job to do your homework. So if you go to university,
but it's the educator's job to point out what homework needs to be
done.
done.
They should give you homework. I mean, I do see a lot of people going to these events, they fall asleep, and they have their dinner and they're having chats, and when there's talking about this is a really important thing, key thing here, they're texting their mates going, yeah, this is a really important thing, and it's an exercise in doing social media posts. It's insane. They spent 20 grand. It's a serious game. They're investing a lot of money. They're going to have to do a lot of homework. They're going to have to be, they've got to be passionate about it, because if they're not, you ain't going to do the homework. So, this is why 80% of people that invest in property either fail or don't do well, because they think it's passive. They think it's get rich. They think it's investing. It's not. It's a business. It costs a fortune. You need to do your homework. You need to do your due diligence. You need to have common sense. You need to be good with people.